Merengues and Mambos, the Astaire Dance Studio Orchestra. A new orthophonic, high-fidelity recording. Let's turn it over. The Mambo. In today's hurly-burly musical scene, one thing is certain. There is no escaping the mambo. Not that dance enthusiasts have any such ridiculous notion, for indeed they have welcomed it with open arms and gyrating torsos. But it is a fact that no other dance step in the history of Latin American terpsichorean sensations has ever created the initial craze of this hypnotic beat. Despite the obvious attractions of rumba, tango, and samba, all of which took some little time to get off the ground in this country, the mambo has surpassed them all. The extent of the mambo's conquest may be appreciated in the fact that its rhythms, not content in being restricted to Latin melodies, have invaded the popular music market where they have attached themselves to all kinds of material. The hillbillies have gone mambo mad. Novelty treatments of cute songs appear at amazingly regular intervals. Even classical themes have been set to its explosive beat, all of which attests to the fact that the mambo has not only arrived, but arrived in a hale and hearty condition, which will undoubtedly be responsible for its remaining as a permanent fixture of our contemporary music. Across the nation, dancers who never progressed beyond the waltz and foxtrot are clamoring wildly for mambo instruction. Dance halls, ballrooms, and nightclubs regularly sponsor mambo nights, at which the performances of amateurs often outstrip, in enthusiasm, if not in art, those provided by employees of the management. More and more dancers are coming to the realization that here is one of the most expressive, fun-filled dances of any era. During the 30s and 40s, Latin-style dance bands, Enrique Madrigueras, Noro and S.A. Morales, Carlos Molinas, Vincent Lopez, and Xavier Cugat's among them, came with increasing frequency before North American audiences, bringing a wealth of rumbas, sambas, and tangos to a delighted public. Of all these, the rumba maintained the greatest popularity until Pérez Prado recorded an opus entitled Mambo Jumbo, and the Mambo Mania was on. Much of the success of the mambo can be credited to the flexibility it affords dancers. Those of conservative temperaments may maintain a strict, typical, closed position. Dancers of more daring tendencies, and this is the fun, add a considerable number of breakaway steps, frequently separating from their partners and using an almost inexhaustible combination of motions and spins. This, of course, is the ideal manner in which to perform the mambo, an ideal which many Latin American dancers feel is often hampered by the self-consciousness of most American dancers. An interesting sidelight to the flourishing mambo saga is the fact that at a recent mambo competition in Arequipa, Peru, the contest was won by an 18-year-old girl who was partnered by Remigio Paredes. Mr. Paredes is 75. So if, as the doctors say, sedentary Americans need more exercise to attain longevity, the mambo may be the answer. The merengue. Haiti and the Dominican Republic, long in competition for the multi-million-dollar tourist trade, are also rivals in a matter of honor, so to speak. Each claims to be the country that originated the merengue, which is currently sweeping the United States. The Haitian story is that an early ruler of that country had a lame son who liked to dance. In order that the lad would not feel self-conscious about his affliction, the entire government set took to dancing as if they, too, were lame. The Dominican story differs only slightly. That version states that the merengue was born at a dance given for a great hero returning from the wars. He got up to dance and limped on his wounded left leg. All the other men present, rather than embarrass the hero, accordingly favored their left legs as they danced. Both Haiti and the Dominican Republic call the merengue their singing dance. It has a gay air composed of 2 periods of 16 bars each in 2/4 time. The rhythm is characterized by moderate syncopation. The typical merengue contains a short introduction called paseo, or promenade, and interludes called jaleo. Unlike some of its predecessors, the merengue offers something to dancers of all ages. It is sufficiently lively to attract the young, and sedate enough for the less athletically inclined. The Fred Astaire Dance Studio. The only way to learn how to dance like Fred Astaire is to be lucky enough to have been born Fred Astaire. However, you can have the pleasure of following in his light-hearted footsteps by means of this RCA Camden recording. This music has been dance-tested and is used for teaching in several of the Fred Astaire dance studios. Each selection was chosen and recorded under the supervision of the National Dance Director of the Fred Astaire Dance Studios, Mr. Frank Page, assisted by Mr. John Monty, New York Regional Dance Director. Those interested in the distinctive beat of the mambo and merengue, therefore, have every assurance that this recording will provide them with exactly what is wanted for their dancing pleasure. It is Fred Astaire's sincere hope that more and more people will enjoy the healthy fun of ballroom dancing. He therefore has arranged for a free dance lesson to every purchaser of this album. Visit the nearest Fred Astaire dance studio, show the receptionist the booklet included in this album, and a free dance lesson is yours. You may learn the mambo, the merengue, or any dance of your choice. Fred Astaire was tapped for the commendable task of teaching social dancing back in 1947, when the late Charles L. Cazenave suggested the idea to him. Cazenave, a motion picture executive who had long admired Astaire's work, convinced Fred that it would be something of a public service to make available methods of modern ballroom dancing that would employ the free and easy grace of Astaire's dancing. Astaire spent more than 8 months training over 150 dance directors to his method. The public response was overwhelming, and there are now over 125 Astaire studios throughout the United States. Produced by Lyle Kenyon Engel. Another RCA Camden album you will want to own: Everybody Cha-Cha, Fred Astaire Dance Studio Orchestra. Important notice: this is a new orthophonic high-fidelity recording designed for the phonograph of today or tomorrow. Played on your present machine, it gives you the finest quality of reproduction. Played on a stereophonic machine, it gives even more brilliant, true-to-life fidelity. You can buy today without fear of obsolescence in the future. RCA Camden.